This SAT strategy is about dangling modifiers. So modifier placement is very important. If we put a modifier at the beginning of a sentence followed by a comma like this, the very next noun has to be what we're describing. Is it the visitor that is dotted with pin-sized knobs? No, that's wrong. This is called a dangling modifier because what it's describing isn't right there. If I move it here, it's still describing the visitor, or here it's still describing the visitor. The only place where it's actually describing the drawers is here in choice D. Here's another one, and I can't change the modifier. Approaching a doorway in which dangles a red envelope filled with green paper money. What? Do the teeth approach the doorway? Does the lion approach the doorway? Does the envelope? Or do the teeth? Well, the lion is the only one that makes sense there as a noun following that modifier. So I'll go through the 5 problems of the week. The answers at the end. I'd encourage you to pause and try it on your own. For Mondays, who was distracted by the sweat in his eyes? Was it the goalie? Well, yeah, that makes sense, because the ball or the hands or everyone would not be distracted by the sweat in his eyes. Who was astounded? Can a ship be astounded? Can an inspection be astounded? Or an encounter? I think C, the divers, makes more sense. Divers can actually be astounded. Wednesday, who was trained as the postal workers? Were the deliveries trained? Was the mail trained? Were the orders trained? As bizarre as it seems, it's the cats that were trained. C. What was initially launched in 1930 as the Nancy Drew Mystery Stories? Was it the book series? Was it the fans? Was it the generations? Or was it the following? I think it's the book series, not the fans. What is unable to break down in landfills? Is it bags? Is it animals? Or is it harm? Bags makes the most sense.